Alright guys, the title of this video is Don't Come to My House in Shtf or Wrol. Don't do it. Now, the reason I say that, there's a host of reasons. One is that over the years, now I've addressed this before, over the years I have told friends and people that I know, get ready, do what you can, stock up, get something like this, get ready for it, do some research, find out some things. I kind of give them a little incentive, you know, and direction and advice and things like that to help them out. And for years now, I haven't really seen many of them doing it. A couple people have gotten these, but they don't do anything with them. You know, they don't take them out. They don't run it. They don't do anything. They just think, well, I've got this, I'm good. No, you can have one of these, but not know what the hell you're doing. And you're just going to endanger yourself and your own family and everybody else if you don't know what the hell you're doing and know how to operate one of these, and know how to take care of it, maintain it. You're not going to do yourself any good. And if you think, you know, just putting back 100 or 200 rounds is going to be good, man, you got a world of hurt coming to you. But that's my point, is that I've been trying to tell people over years. I've heard, now this, the reason that I bring this up is because of a few things. One is that I've had friends over the years say, well, I'm just going to come to your house. It's like, no, you're not. You're not coming to my house. And I tell them that, don't come to my house. And the reason I tell them that is because, one, I've told them, you know, get your stuff together. Do something to take care of your family and your situation. And they don't do it. So you're not going to come to my house and put a stress on my resources and depend on me to do for you that you didn't do for yourself. Look, you know, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole by saying this, because, you know, help others that need help, things like, I get that. And there is a time for trying to help a little bit here and there. You know, there's a time for that. But don't come sponging your family and you and all that off my resources that I put back for myself and my group of people who are doing the exact same thing by preparing. Don't do that. Get your shit together. If you're going to come to my house, it better be something that I know beforehand, and it also better be something that you can bring to the table. Whether you have supplies, stocked back foods, things like that, you know, something like this, but you know how to use it and you've done some time behind it. Skills of a certain types, you know, something that can contribute and enhance the whole. I would say all of the above, actually, because you're going to need to use this and know how to use it. You're going to need to bring food and resources and things for your family and your people if you're going to come. But you got to tell me first, and I got to know what you have, that you're at least something that you can bring that's going to enhance and not degrade and weaken the group more. So I tell people that all the time. You know, the thing is that me and a host of other people on this platform have been telling you for years, get ready, do what you can. I don't care if it's putting back a can of soup a week or buying a little bit a month here and there and storing it back for resource, for foods, water, you know, how to, you know, things to clean your water, filters, anything that can help enhance what you are trying to do. Because, you know, guys, ultimately all of this stuff that we're doing is because we have families, we have wives, we have kids. I've even got grandkids. And you want to take care of them as best you can, because we love our families. We love our freedom, and we love just being able to live our lives how we see fit. That's what all of this is about. And whatever scenario comes up, whether it's grid down, EMP, war, civil war, even a natural disaster of some type, you know, that's going to knock everything out for a while, you got to be ready. And I tell people this all the time: get something together. Do anything you can. A little bit here, a little bit there. It adds up, you know. And next thing you know, before you know, you've got a stack of stuff going on. You're like, hey, all right, I'm going to keep adding them. I'm going to keep adding. Don't get complacent in it and say, oh, well, that's a pretty good amount. No, keep adding, keep adding. And because the more the better. But don't come to my house expecting me to take care of you, because I am not going to take care of you whatsoever if you do not come and bring something to the table and let me know ahead of time that, hey, I've got this, I can do this. We'll get together whenever. Not just like, hey, I'm just going to show up. No, that's not how. And if you're coming, don't come with like a little box of foods, you know, that you pulled out of your pantry. No, that's not being prepared. You know what I mean? And I know this may sound like I'm an asshole and a jerk and whatever, but you know, I am doing this for my family and the group of people that I'm with that are doing the same thing for their families. So you should do it for yours, you know. But don't come to my house and expect me to take care of you and your family. And I know that I'm gonna be like this, you know, because you know it's gonna hit the heart, you know, like, oh man, you know, you feel bad about it, but at the same time, you can't take care of everybody. You just can't do it. You have to take care of your own, and that's what you should be doing now for your own family. You know, now it's getting to be too late. Now should have been years ago doing it. And if you got something like this and think that, oh, I got one of these and a couple 500 rounds of ammunition and a couple mags, I'm good to go. No. If you have not done any time behind one of these and taken it out, got yourself set up, your optics set up, your rifle set up, however you're going to do it, this will do you no good. This will do you no good. You must know how to use these things. Get some training. You know, I've been shooting all of my life, off and on, for years, since I was a little kid. So I'm familiar with these. Some of you people may have never pulled the trigger before. If you're going to get something like this, whatever you choose, you must take it out and practice with it. Go get you some practice ammunition, get yourself trained up, know how to use it safely, all of that. Know how to maintain it. So that's kind of my rant, you know, is like, you're not coming to my house in a shit hits the fan situation. Don't do it. One, I might not even be here. So, depending on the situation. So you're just going to be wasting your time. And two is, if you're worried about going to someplace else, you need to actually figure out what you're going to do where you're at. Not come to me or anybody else that you can sponge off resources. Because if you have nothing, that's all you're going to do is bring down the group and take away from what they've done to prepare for their families and the situation. And I know that sounds hard, but yeah, hard choices have to be made, because you have been warned. You have been warned for years. to do this. Now is the time, many years ago, to do this. Now is too late, but start now if you haven't. Do something, anything to benefit your situation. Improve upon whatever event that's going to happen, and improve upon your situation. If you're stuck in your house and you're going to bug out in your house, you need to figure out stuff that you're going to have set back specifically for that event where you can't go anywhere or you don't want to go anywhere, anything like that. Just do it. Anyway, that's kind of my rant. Just, you know, I get tired of people telling me, you know, over the years, not a lot, but I've had a few who's told me, well, I'll just come to your house. I'm like, no, don't come to my house. And I tell them all the time, so don't come to my house. And I've even got some of those friends who've got a few of these, and they don't do anything with them. I mean, they go out and shoot and stuff like that once in a while, but that's it. They don't do it. Once in a while is not good enough. You've got to go out. Make sure everything is on. Keep practicing. Keep buying ammunition. Keep everything ready. You know, it's just like, you know, a weekend, you know, one weekend day every 8 months. Hey, I went shooting the other day, you know, and that's not good enough. That's not good enough. You've got to know how to do these things. I've never claimed to be an operator. Never claimed to be in the military. Never claimed to be law enforcement. Never. None of that. I'm just a dude that likes to be able to have decent stuff and wants to take care of my family. And I want to know how to use these things in case something happens. And that's what I do. That's why I do property patrols, things like that. It's not to be out there to be cool. You know, it's not out there to, you know, to look like I'm an operator, because I am not an operator. I am not. I'm too old to be an operator. I'm not in the shape to go out and kick doors down and things like that. I'm just not. And that's just not what I'm going to do. That's not what I'm about. You know, if that's something you want to do, that's your deal, then you do that. I'm going to do me, and you do you. And that's the thing, though. There's going to be somebody's going to be in the comments section that's going to say something, you know. And I'm going to kind of parody John from Alpha Charlie Concepts video, what he said earlier on one of his videos today that he released, is there's always somebody in those comments that comment and criticize what I'm doing or things like that. But yet at the same time, 95% of the time, those people have no videos. And they say that they do this or whatever. But you know what? Why don't you make a video, you make your complaints known, and then put yourself out there like the rest of us do, and let us come after you, or whoever's going to come after you, whatever. You know, I'm not going to. I mean, I don't really criticize people on videos because my deal is like, whatever works best for you, that's what works best for you. I can't tell you, you know, like, hey, this is the ultimate rifle right here, and this optic is the best optic in the world, and all that stuff. If it works for me perfectly, then that's fine. It's fine for me. But if you have a different optic in mind, a different rifle in mind, different caliber in mind, that works for you. May not work for me. Your rig setup may not work for me. It might not work for you. That's what you have to do. You have to figure out you. I figured out me, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm only thinking about what I do. So anyway, that's kind of another rant on that on the side. Go watch his video and you'll see what I'm talking about. People always making comments, you know, armchair commandos, armchair generals, and not a damn one of them hardly ever put out any content whatsoever. Never. So they're just sitting there telling you, well, this and that, you know, well, I do this. And it's like, okay, well, you do that, you know, but why don't you put out a video and put out some content and things like that. It's just people that, you know, I don't know. And it happens to all of us. And I just laugh, actually. I just kind of laugh because, I mean, it's kind of entertainment. It's kind of funny, you know. If they want to, you know, I don't block comments, not unless they're like belligerent and harassing. But if, you know, you want to talk some shit, go ahead, you know, whatever. I don't care, you know, because I just don't care. Anyway, that's going to be my video, guys. Like I've said before, if you are putting stuff back, now is the time, past time, to put stuff back, get stuff ready, get yourself worked out with these, whatever you choose, do that. Keep it heavy.